Hello, Patriots. This is your free country, USA. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be.
Hey, Patriots.
Yep.
Should I voice train this whole episode?
I remember you saying, like, in the beginning, like, when we first started, you're like, I like, do my girl voice in most of my content.
Yeah.
And you, like, have a hard time doing it around me.
Being around you, it feels a lot more unnatural because, like, I've spent so much time talking lower around you my whole life.
Yeah, so proof to all you transphobic people out there that they are all faking it. There you have it. Clip it, spread it.
Yeah, it feels super awkward to do around you. I don't know, like,
Yeah, I feel like I could get used to it if you did it for a while, but even hearing it now is kind of weird.
This will be my voice training episode.
Okay, well, sure. Yeah, why not? Let's see how long that lasts.
Probably not long.
Okay, so first, I just want to say there is an event happening in the world that's the worst thing of all time that I can't specifically say what it is, or this episode won't get any reach at all. But you all know what I'm talking about. There's a conflict in an area, and yeah, there you have it. And I think the best thing that we can do right now with the small platform that we do have is share like appeals of from trusted networks. Like basically I'm just like relying on Will Miniker. Whatever you feel or think about him, I do trust his ability to.
Who's that?
He's the host of Chapo Trap House.
Oh.
So it's a big show. He's a pretty plugged in guy. Like, regardless of what you feel about him, I think most people would agree he probably has the ability to vet these links that all look really sketchy because there's just basically like an embargo on PayPal and GoFundMe and like the main channels that you would normally use to donate to a cause. But we're going to have a link. We're going to be doing that for the foreseeable future for the next few episodes. And these donations make a big difference because they're for the day-to-day activities for people's lives to allow them to fund their own survival in what is one of the most despicable, horrible, horrific horror shows. Said horror 3 times. But what else can you say? I would like to talk to more...
Triple horror is warranted.
Yeah. I would like to talk in more detail of how I feel about it, but then nobody will fucking hear it because it's all suppressed. So I'm just going to leave it at that because we are aiming to have our chillest episode yet.
Yeah, I've been brain rotting for like a solid 2 weeks now. Like I've been giving myself mad brain damage, and I'm just like, I'm not on it right now.
Yeah, and that's fine because, dude, I mean, the last few episodes, I mean, no one's getting electrocuted.
I deserved a little brain damage as a treat, I think. A couple weeks of brain damage after the damage episode.
The damage episode, we had to prep for an interview. That took a while. We were actually invited onto another program. We're not going to talk about it.
It'll be coming out September, October.
Around then is what we've been told.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah, so
we've been in the sauce.
You'll hear more about that. So we had to fucking prep for that too. That was a whole thing.
Yeah. I got banned off Instagram. I've kind of just been like recovering emotionally and financially.
Yeah. The last episode I got electrocuted severely to the point where I'm like still waking up in the middle of the night. And a cold sweat, and certain objects that are shaped in certain ways like scare me when I look at them. And then before that, we ate probably the spiciest food I've eaten in my entire life. That was perspective shifting as well.
Yeah, we've been really doing a lot for this. Yeah. And we just need a chill ass episode. Just need to calm the hell down.
Yeah. Drink a couple of beers.
Bro, you shooting me with the airsoft gun
twice? I
was
shooting cat.
I actually think that like exposure therapy into me not having the nightmares of me getting shot in the stomach anymore. They stopped happening since then.
Yeah, that's good, dude. Yeah, we've been putting our bodies on the line for the show. And we're just going to probably not do that this week.
We've just been slowly becoming Jackass.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the shit they do is so way crazier.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite Jackass?
Fuck, I haven't seen
moment.
It's been a long time, dude. I can't. The first thing that comes to mind is that giant fucking hand. They would be like coming
Yeah.
into the office
Like carrying trays of soup.
Just get smacked by a giant hand, just like,
That's
oh,
a
hey,
classic.
what's up?
My mind goes to the one that Bam Margera drew on pen and paper and then faxed to the team, where it was I forget the big guy's name, and then they tied a bungee cord around him and what's the fucking short dude's name? Wee Man. They
Wee Man.
Yeah, they like tied a bungee like off a pier, off of like Santa Monica Pier or some
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Just had him standing there and then wrapped a Wee Man in a bungee cord and sent him off. And he like bounces down and then back up and then back down and then drags the fat dude with him into the water. So cool.
Yeah, we gotta do shit like that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking too, like, probably what I want the format maybe to be in a few episodes. Like, I want to do the appeals, and then we should probably start running ads on this thing. I learned that we could probably make like upwards of $100 doing ads.
Bro, that'd be massive.
Yeah, even with our like, I guess even like we get enough view time that even with our meager audience, like people pay to run ads. So if anybody wants to fucking run an ad on this thing, you can email us. We'll, I guess, put our email in the. We can do that, right? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll put our business email in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making moves.
Mm-hmm.
We're so good at this, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been going great. We really appreciate the support. Everyone is subscribed. Everyone's on the Patreon. Thank you.
Shout
out to the Giga Patriot Sleeper Cells.
Bro. Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
I this shit's like we're doing a pretty good job.
We're doing pretty.
Just
we're
to
pretty
suck
good
my
at
own dick
podcasting.
for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I got recognized at the grocery store by a cashier the other day. You've been recognized at like different bars like 4 times now.
Yeah. It seems
Just like from this shit.
Yeah.
And that has me wondering now too, like how many people like have recognized me on the street from my other content, but are just like too embarrassed to say anything because they would just be outing themselves as a gooner.
Yeah, and also it might just like be a lot of people would probably consider that just like the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
And like, hey, I jerk off to you. It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, but like it happens still. They'll
Have
just
you ever
come
like
up
had
to-
a weird encounter in public? Seems like every time you've talked about it, it's like people have been nice.
Well, it's not in real life. It's more just like, hey, do you do TikTok? But like on VR chat, like people are a lot weirder there,
Right.
so they'll come up to me and be like, yo, I fucking jerked it to your porn on Twitter.
Cool.
So not only just like being a creepy weirdo, but also admitting they've like not paid me for
Right.
it.
Like they don't even have the $5.
I'm just like, cool.
Nice. Well, we're. I figure we keep we got notes, like we do have topics of discussion. You know, there's a lot of like, you know, we said before, there's so much fucking going on.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't have notes because like again, like I've been brain rotting for 2 weeks. I've just been like playing VR chat nonstop, like flirting with lesbians and like just ruining my life slowly.
Yeah, Kat's been going to like digital, like I was saying to her that if we were like in Western, like cowboy Western times, she'd just been like be going to like brothels at the inn and just like fucking gay hookers or in the woods, if that was like the timeline that we were in. Or I guess you'd probably just be having gay sex with other cowboys because the transitioning wasn't really a thing.
Maybe
Maybe
yeah,
you'd like get drunk and bring a dress
I
out
mean,
there.
no, trans people have always been around.
Yeah, but it was like less of a thing probably in like
yeah.
the old West.
I would be like the cross-dresser that like lives above the saloon and like gives people like fortune readings and like has a lot of gay sex.
Yeah. But you've been doing the modern version of that, which is drinking fucking Tito's, getting hammered in the middle of the night, and fucking gay German furries on VR chat, and waking up at like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. We all do shit.
Yeah. Yo, I can't wait to introduce you to the like crazy world that is VR chat. Like it's its own world at this point.
If we can get
Ready
the
Player One
system-
is our reality.
If we can get the system dialed where it doesn't make me immediately want to fucking vomit whenever I get it. I'm hearing like a little doubling. Is that going to affect like the recording at all? Like I think my voice is coming through your mic a little bit. Is that going to be?
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Doesn't it even make it sound more natural because it's coming from multiple places?
It'll be fine. We're chilling.
Okay. Yeah. So with all that being said, the first topic I want to fucking get into is like OG Cartoon Network shows.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like do Membies.
You asked the Membies?
Yeah. What are some cartoon, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about the vibe of like early, like late 90s, early 2000s Cartoon Network a lot. And sort of like the dark little bit of edginess that I felt watching it like when I was growing up, because it had like Toonami and like Adult Swim. And just like what it meant aesthetically to be like a Nickelodeon kid versus a Disney kid versus a Cartoon Network kid.
Right.
And like probably less so. Like I think the websites were a part of it, but I don't know how much I want to talk about that versus just like how much I want to talk about just those cartoons and like what it felt like watching them growing up and what they meant to you.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, like Disney kids were like the most sheltered kids. Nickelodeon kids were like a middle ground kinda, and then Cartoon Network kids are like us.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Cartoon Network was definitely my favorite. And so to add some context, so I was born in 96. You were born in 98. So what was peak Cartoon Network shows for us growing up?
First thing that comes to mind is Flapjack.
Flapjack was, to me that's like firmly in the second generation.
I feel like,
but you're more second G, and I'm more like first G.
I feel like I can't explain it, but I feel like Flapjack and shows like that are like a big part of like why I wanted to get into drugs at such an early age, because that show itself is kind of just like an acid trip. Like
that show is funny, dude.
Yeah.
The fear. Today we're going to learn about fear.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I remember from it, though. I remember I
just remember it being like wild as hell and so out of pocket in like creepy ways.
Yeah, it was creepy.
I also fucked with Adventure Time very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
That show was like beautiful, dude. Like
I've seen like a handful of episodes of it, and I do really like what I saw.
That show dives so deep into like existential like territory, like making you like really think about reality in different ways. And like I think that that show put a lot of children onto a higher plane of reality.
You think so?
Yeah.
For me, like the most formative for me was definitely like Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah.
I remember I talked so much like the dumb Ed so often with my voice that our mom threatened to put me in speech therapy class if I didn't stop doing it.
Yo, you did the mimicking shit too?
Oh, is that a thing?
That's something I did with cartoon characters. One of the characters from Camp Laszlo, I would try to talk like, because I wanted to be like this.
Raj, the Indian elephant?
No, I forget which character it was. It was like the Ed of, or it was like the dumb Ed of their group.
Yeah, why did we want to be the dumb characters, do you think?
Damn. I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to talk like Homestar Runner too.
You did do that.
I would replace my R's with W's and talk like Homestar 10.
Oh yeah, you would do that a lot. Oh yeah. And polls in the chat. Which Homestar Runner characters are Kat and I? We were trying to decide which one of us is Homestar and which one is Strong Bad.
Oh yeah, I also tried to talk like Strong Bad for a while. I was going shirtless for a bit too because I wanted to be like Strong Bad.
You were always not wearing a shirt because you wanted to be Strong
Yeah.
Bad.
I also made my own. I kind of bounced between the two because I also made my own Homestar Runner shirt. I printed a star on a red T-shirt and got a little baseball cap, and that's what I wore in like my school picture in like the 3rd grade.
Right, I remember that shirt. Damn. Yeah, this shit runs deep, dude. All right.
But it's hard to say Cartoon Network's my favorite because SpongeBob and The Last Airbender are so fire.
Oh no, and that was where we all met. That's where like
Yeah.
everyone could agree, right? Like the Disney kids, the Cartoon Network kids, like we could all meet up and watch SpongeBob at 7 p.m. and be like, maybe you're not so bad after all. Maybe you aren't such a fucking loser after all. I would bully kids for watching Disney Channel.
I remember this one kid. Everyone called him the Sugar King for some reason. In like the 2nd or 3rd grade, there was this kid.
That's a sick fucking nickname for it.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. Yeah, and then he had a girlfriend people called the Sugar Queen. And
damn, dude, they were running shit.
they were kind of running shit a little bit.
Did they just have candy on them?
Yeah, I think they just like ate a lot of sweet stuff.
And they're like, everyone's like, that's fucking cool. They're always eating candy.
It was actually supposed to be like more of like an insult, I think.
But it's just, I mean, in retrospect.
Yeah, in retrospect, like that's fire.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the Sugar King. I asked him if he watched SpongeBob one time, and he told me it was girly, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
Oh well, there was the thing. Do you remember when it was like every few years, Fox News would be like, "Is SpongeBob fucking gay?" And making your kids also fucking gay as well by watching it. So we might have like been downwind from that.
Possibly.
There was definitely Fox News parents that weren't letting their kids watch SpongeBob because they were afraid it was going to make them gay.
Right.
But
we watched the equal amount of SpongeBob, and only one of us turned out gay. So maybe that means it's got like a 50% success rate.
From the data that we have in front of us. I guess there's only really one inference you could make. All right, I'll throw out like a few shows and you rank them S tier to D tier.
What do you think do you think all the writers of these like wacky ass shows were just like taking wild drugs and being like, let's make a fucking kids show that's like just like the creepiest, like eeriest like plots ever, like the most out of pocket shit we
Dude,
can
I don't know.
possibly
I feel like it's probably just maybe like the likelihood that someone uses like that is using drugs is maybe slightly higher. I don't know.
Because like if you think about
like there's
if
like
you think
totally
about like
sober heads.
if you think about like Invader Zim,
I was thinking my mind went Invader Zim,
Flapjack, and like even SpongeBob, like the adult animated shows like Bob's Burgers, The Simpsons, that stuff doesn't come across as much of a trip rather than like commentary and like funny like stuff like societal and like political commentary like in a funny format. It's not as much. It's not like as trippy or out of pocket or like weird. I mean,
I don't know if
they're out of pocket for sure, but like they're more sort of coherent. Like the
shows like Chowder and shit were like incoherent.
Yeah, they're just so bizarre and they're just such a trip. Like I wouldn't describe any of the animated adult shows as a trip, but the kids shows are a goddamn trip.
Is there like a feeling that you get when you think about watching Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like that's an uncapturable feeling.
So just
like being in
eerie.
the darkness and watching Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, so both so comforting and disturbing at the same time. And I would always be left feeling like just so on edge every time I would finish an episode of Courage. And it's like, yeah, it's like comforting but scary at the same time. And
it's so cool that one of the only things that he says was his catchphrase was "the things I do for love."
In the fucking Boston accent.
That's like. Would you describe his accent as Bostonian? I don't know.
Isn't that kind of the things I can't even. But the way he says love, like.
Things I do for love.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe it
not
is
like kind of Boston, maybe New York.
I didn't even think about never really thought about placing his accent. But that has got to be one of the best like catchphrases of anyone tatted on my chest.
Damn, that's what Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones says right before he pushes a child out of a window.
The Things I Do for Love.
Yeah,
They stole that, dude.
they stole that shit.
That's fucking, dude. That show sucks.
I don't know. I kind of fuck with it.
I never watched it. I watched the last episode. And that's the only one that I saw.
You watched the last episode and nothing else.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
And I was
so
like,
dumb.
I was like, this fucking blows.
Yeah, the last episode's like not even a banger. It's just like kind of like wrapping things up. That's like watching the credits of a movie, like
and then making it
like the end scene.
Yeah,
and being like this shit sucks.
I'm not gonna watch it.
But like, would you agree though that like, or like at least find it interesting that these kids shows were just so goddamn trippy, like mind fuckery?
Are they still like that?
I don't know. I'd want to say probably not as much.
Is there like an equivalent to Invader Zim that's on TV?
Dude, I don't know. That shit got canceled because Zim was like stealing people's organs, right? And he turned into like a goddamn intestine monster with like large intestine falling out of his mouth and shit because he was just stealing everyone's organs and became this horror, like this fucking giant eldritch horror of human organs.
That is a crazy
just
thing.
Falling out of him.
Yeah, God, that show fucking rocked. Did you see the movie? It was on Netflix. It's actually pretty good.
I don't remember it. I know I saw it, but I don't really. Into the Florpus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I barely remember it. I need to watch it again.
It like
I think
starts
I was drunk.
out like it starts out with what's his name? Durr or what's the
Gurr.
No, the
Also, that's another thing. Why do you think Gurr became like the "I'm so random" mascot of like Scene Girls?
Because he was so random. I think probably because my guess, just
That's-
like
I
off the
feel-
rip, is because it was like a dark show, right? So they were attracted to the darkness of it. But it was like that character was like the most like funny and accessible, so it was like something to like latch onto in that.
It was me. I was the turkey the whole time.
Like, dude, that's so random.
I feel like so much of millennial "I'm so random" humor came from people just trying to replicate Gurr.
Tacos.
And,
like he was the original tacos girly.
Yeah, and everyone just failed at it so miserably. Like,
because like that shit, going back and watching it is like
the
the fucking random shit that he said. Like a lot of that is still hits and it's still funny.
Still hits, but like it almost
But
is like
you have to have the context knowing that he invented it.
Yeah, because I was watching a clip recently and being like, is this cringe? But no, it's been made cringe because of how like hard people were trying to replicate that kind of humor but failing at it.
I like tacos.
Yeah. I
like
tacos,
and like
that's so
sticking your
random. Yeah.
Like, dude, that they invented that shit.
Yeah.
And it's fire. I love cartoons, dude. I still be watching cartoons.
But yeah, I just like I've never really thought about it like that. But also like Ed, Edd n Eddy, just like adult animated shows just aren't as much of like a trip like that.
Have you seen Smiling Friends?
Oh.
I love Smiling Friends.
Okay, yeah, no, Smiling Friends
is a fucking trip.
That's a good that's
and everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Like everybody who watched that show fucking loves that
They
shit.
took it probably is a generational thing because that seems kind of be like to be like the new.
It's like the young millennial or maybe just millennial people seem to.
Yeah.
I see
because
more
like my example is
older
like
people.
Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, like that shit's like
Yeah, they have like plot lines.
That's just
and
been
I
around
love
for
those shows.
a long time.
Well, I mean, I like the Bob's Burgers is fine or whatever. Classic Simpsons is the reason I am the person I am today. Probably more than any
that it's
thing.
so
Probably
it's so
any one
funny to me
thing.
that was like our family show.
And
like,
it's our family.
Yeah, and it's literally our family, dude. Like entirely.
Yeah, it's like our family if Marge had a job.
Did she not? Oh yeah, I guess she didn't have a job, huh?
She's a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. You're Bart, I'm Lisa.
Mm-hmm. I'm so Bart, dude. I'm just a little rascal.
But like I was like we were watching that shit like we would like that was our family show when I was like even like 6 or 7, like not understanding 90% of the jokes.
Still like there's so many references, especially in, well, I only really watch like the the golden era or whatever, but there's so many bizarre references packed into those episodes that like 98% of people would have to like look up to know what the fuck they were talking about.
Right. Yeah, I often describe our family dynamic as like the Simpsons mixed with Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. I didn't when we were watching Malcolm in the Middle, like when I watched The Simpsons, I was like, oh, like this is us. But now going back and watching Malcolm in the Middle, it's like I don't think I've ever identified more with a family on television than.
Yeah, like our mom wasn't like Lois at all. Our dad's kind of.
They weren't like it was the socioeconomic conditions.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if the Simpsons,
like the
were
way the
in
house
Malcolm in the
looked
Middle.
and the mess in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
And like
Their
the chaos
dynamics.
of the day to day.
Yeah.
And like the things that they dealt with.
Yeah.
Not us. Like we weren't like really. Well, you're a lot like Dewey actually. But other than that.
I mean, bro, like I'm
literally Francis.
I was about to say you're like pretty much Francis. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just Francis and Dewey.
Yeah. When he moves to Alaska and then like gets dumped and almost kills himself.
Bro, that literally happened to you, except for it was the Sierras and not Alaska.
Like hitchhiking there. Do you remember how I only was able to get enough money to fucking get out and move there from busking my saxophone in front of the grocery store?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's
just playing like random blues scales, like not even knowing any songs. Just like and everyone's here fucking dumb enough to like think I'm actually performing. And then I took that shit to San Francisco and thought I was gonna make $1 billion, and I made $1. Because people are
desensitized to street performers.
Well,
there.
you have to be good.
Also that, yeah.
Like if you're good, you can make a bunch of money. Because it's like they're like, there's a way better saxophone player like a block away. Here, I was just like the only person doing it.
Right. I feel like you kind of started a trend.
Now they're all over the place.
Yeah.
That might have been my fault.
I even saw remember when we ran into Daniel?
Oh, was he busking like on a guitar?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Daniel, if you're watching this, fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
Fucking piece of shit. Dude, somebody told me about how he got caught up for like planning a burglary of a house, and then they got caught, and then when they went in, they'd been like casing it out. And then they went in, it was a model home. So, like, all the, like, technology and shit in there was made of cardboard. They're like, oh, fuck, dude. This Xbox is made of cardboard. Whoop, 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 whoop. They're like, they were like, nobody's pulled up to this house for weeks, dude. It's good to go. No one lives there.
Holy shit. That's hilarious. I did not know that, dude. I only knew about the pedophile shit.
Okay, well, we can't. Oh, well, he did get tried for it.
He got tried and convicted for it.
No, I don't think he did get convicted.
He did.
Well, we'll have to.
I saw the report myself.
Okay.
I'm not gonna name drop. I might name drop sometime.
No.
He deserves it, dude. He's a content creator now. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. He's like out here with like 1 million
Can
followers
we go
on TikTok.
One episode without making an enemy of someone.
So tempted.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
One
it's
day.
like I just don't want to get caught up in like a legal thing.
If he keeps getting bigger and bigger, because he just does those types of videos. That's like he goes to like the rich areas of LA, like the nice stores.
I
and
have
it's like,
seen
oh, what'd you buy from Burberry?
Yeah.
What'd you buy from Gucci?
Okay,
like
well,
just
now
content
it's
farming
really
like crazy.
easy to find out who we're talking about, dude. I think it like went to trial but got dismissed. I read those documents too. I'm like 99% sure.
All right, we'll have to. So I won't name drop, but I'm pretty sure you're wrong there. But
I could be wrong.
he's also a terrible person and does terrible things, regardless if that actually happened or not.
Yeah. I'm not trying to defend this guy. I'm just trying to avoid getting sued.
Yeah, sued for false accusations. All right.
Yeah, it's defamation. It's a serious crime.
Yeah.
You can't go on the camera.
There's probably multiple Daniels who do that kind of content. So we're chill. We're chill so
we're
far.
Fine. I think we're fine. Yeah. How many things have we said we're gonna edit or bleep out, and then we just don't, and just put it on the fucking show?
Oh, I don't want to take this out.
Yeah. No, well, I don't believe that you will, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And it was her. Not. I mean, again, okay, whatever. I stand with Kat. Whatever we do it together. We're gonna be like the Tate brothers in jail. Where it's like when they went to jail, I don't know, people are gonna be concerned how closely I follow the Tate brothers saga. But like when they went to jail, there's all this footage of them together in like the same jail cell. And they're like, this is fine because I'm with you. I'm like, well, do they let people just Yeah. And I guess we probably wouldn't go to the same jail because we're in California, so they put you in a women's prison.
Would they? I don't know.
Actually, I fucking don't know.
I don't know how it works anymore, to be honest.
Also, I don't think we would go to jail. I think we just have to, for this, we'd probably just have to pay a fine.
Yeah.
Which would be worse. Someone was asking me the other day because they had a friend of mine that got a DUI or something, or like put it down. I think he got it down to wet and reckless, but he was basically saying that he had the choice of like 2 days in jail or like $5,000. He was like, or like a day in jail. It's like, day in jail, the fuck? Or I don't know if that was like a hypothetical or what, but like how much money would you pay? Like what I'm trying to ask, I guess, if it was like 1 night in jail, or let's say 3. Let's say 3 nights in jail or a fine. What would be the lowest? Or you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I've never been to jail is the thing.
I've also never been to jail.
We've had a lot of friends go to jail.
It seems really shitty.
It seems pretty shitty.
But there's varying degrees of shitty. Like if you're a few days, you're like in county jail. Well, Nick this is actually really funny. We could talk about this now. So he, rest in peace, Nick.
I'm gonna get another guy. Rest in peace.
Yeah, will you grab me one too and maybe take that bottle? I'll keep telling this story. So he was like, the police were like after him. Well, actually, Kat, should we tell the story of him coming to your house or our house on your birthday? Because this ties into that. This is how the story actually starts, but we could skip the part. Are you listening? Sorry, I know you're doing a few things at once.
I can really hear out there. Could you start over?
Yeah, I was wondering because this story could technically start at the time where Nick came to our house on your birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is like how it begins.
Should I tell that story then?
Because that story leads into what I was saying about doing a brief stint in like an actual hardcore prison. Because that story is actually the beginning of him going to jail.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I tell this story all the time. It was my 16th birthday.
Okay, yeah, maybe I gotta piss, but you want to start it?
Yeah. It was my 16th birthday, and dude comes. God, how do I like describe this even? He comes to our house. He's like out of breath and like covered in dirt. And we're just like, it's my birthday. I'm celebrating with Jeff and my parents, or just like we're like all hanging out, you know. And he comes to our door and he's like, I've got quite the story to tell. But he doesn't really say anything, and he's kind of just got like the heroin lean going on. And he doesn't really say anything until our parents go to bed. And then we get it out of him that he had stolen a car, got pulled over by the police while high on heroin, was able to escape and then get to our house. What are you doing?
I think I left my beer in the bathroom.
All right.
Why did I take it with me?
That's crazy. He left his beer in the bathroom. I'm going to wait to continue this story until he gets back. I'm gonna ask him if I should edit out the part because I'm adding all the details. Like, is that
Who cares?
is that chill? Yeah. So
He, I mean,
he stole a car. He was on heroin. Came to my house. Came to our house on my birthday. Somehow got away from the cops. Like,
dude, the story of him getting like
Crazy.
the story that he told, which I completely believe because it seemed like it just happened, is he was driving a stolen car.
it's hard to lie when you're on that much heroin.
Yeah, he
too.
was fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
dude.
He was
And
like
he
leaned
was,
up on our piano, like I've got quite the story to tell.
He was filthy.
Yeah,
like
he'd been running, like
Yeah,
he ditched the car
sweaty,
somewhere and like
clearly,
ran to our house.
Yeah, he said that he said that they pulled him over. He didn't have ID. He told him his name. He knew that when they ran it up that the car would be stolen.
Right.
And he says he saw them like walking in the mirror and he just floored it. And then he said he just took a bunch of turns. He was like in Los Angeles somewhere, I don't know. He said he just took a bunch of turns, ditched the car, ran.
So funny considering how often we used to play GTA with him too.
Mm-hmm. Just did GTA.
Did GTA.
Yeah,
in
he
real
said he
life.
went,
and LA,
and then
like,
you could also tell he had new clothes on, but his body it was dirty.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so his clothes weren't even. And then he like went into a Kohl's, stole an outfit, came back, took a train at the bus, made it to the bus stop. At the bus stop, had his parents pick him up, and then asked them to drop him off here, which they did.
Wait,
They said a helicopter. He said a helicopter was chasing him too at one
What
point.
the fuck?
When he said he was running to the Kohl's, he was like running through dirt, and then like his eyes were like blacking like in and out, and then made it to a Kohl's, stole it. Said a helicopter spotlight was on him, ditched it. Like he was telling us all this while he was, like it really did seem like that is what had just happened to him. Like
yeah.
based on he was like cut up, dirty, sweaty, confused, but with brand new clothes on. And
we knew he had stolen that car. Like he'd had that car for like a good month before.
yeah, and we knew it was stolen.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. He said he.
Dude, he
said he stole it from a dealership.
Yeah, he took me to the dispensary one time and said he had like I think he had like fake documents in the glove box, and he told me that if we ever got pulled over that he would need me to like write the date that it was like on these documents, like the like today's date,
Right, because I
we
think
got
it had
pulled
it
over.
had the plates. Oh, you did get pulled over.
No, if we got pulled over, he
okay.
would need me to do that.
Right, because it was like it only had the deal. It had the dealership paper plates in
Right.
the back. 'Cause
Yeah,
he stole
yeah,
it from a dealership.
And I was just like, all right, I got you.
All right, well, yeah, it's like I need to get $20 worth of weed right now, so that sounds completely worth it to me to forge documents in a stolen car to get a ride 15 minutes away to Silmar to buy fucking weed.
And then yeah, he for some reason you were like downstairs doing something and I was packing a bowl for me and him, and I handed it to him and I'm just like on my phone and he's putting something on top of the bowl. I thought it was hash at first because it was black, and I just like almost didn't even ask, but I just like hey, what is that, like, because I was just like curious.
He's like, it's some black.
just a little bit of H, bro. I'm just like, dude,
I know we
you
let
almost,
it crash.
you almost just drugged me. You almost got me. You almost had me do heroin on my fucking 16th birthday.
Like,
You almost got me, Nick.
see, that's why street smarts are important, dude. You were wise enough to look at it and be like, why there's a bunch of black shit on the top of this bowl?
I was so close to just like assuming it was hash or just like not like even asking. Like, goddamn.
I also kind of got tricked into doing heroin a little bit
By him?
Yeah, because we were smoking like wax, like out of a pookie. This is fucked up.
A pookie?
Or like like a like a glass pipe people like smoke meth out of. Well, because we had wax, but we didn't have anything to smoke it with. And I remember we ran to the glass shop that we knew had pookies with 40s through the wash because like time was critical. Like we're young teenagers, so like give us a break. We were kids, and then because I had to go home to eat dinner with our family. That's where we were like pressed for time. So then we went, and then, God, the double life I was leading. Good God. And we went, and then like before it was like, no, I gotta go eat with my family in like 10 minutes. Like I can't smoke dabs right now, but they had the dabs and the pookie, and they were gonna smoke, and I was gonna eat dinner and then come back because you can burn like an oil. You could smoke a dab like the same way that you would smoke like fucking, like meth or whatever. You could just torch the little.
I never thought to do that. I had the most jankiest makeshift.
Yeah, like wrapping the paper clip around.
Yeah, no, I used to. Oh my god, yeah, I used to take a paper clip, wrap it up into a coil, and then we'd have another paper clip as like the dabber, and then a straw. I would carry that around as like a Ziploc bag, and we would use people's like stove tops to light the paper clip
to get it red hot.
Yeah, dude, our buddy's mom walked in one time and thought we were like doing heroin or meth or some shit.
Yeah, it's like the same way you could smoke hash though, pretty much. I think. Mm-hmm. And so then I went to dinner, and then I had like a nice dinner with my family to make this even like more creepy. I remember even what we ate too. It was just like a nice dinner with my family. I'm getting bummed out now.
Maybe go back to...
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna finish this story. And then we went back, and then they were like, yo, like, just so you know, like, this girl like came by and like sold us heroin, and I knew who it was too, and I knew that she did a bunch of heroin. And they bought like heroin off her for like $5 or like $10, and then they smoked it out of the pookie, and they were high on heroin. I was like, well, fuck, guys. Like, I'm not trying to do heroin right now. I just want to like smoke weed. They're like, well, we did the heroin on this side, like of the pookie. If you pack it on this side, like, you're probably good.
And you're just like, all right.
I was like, I wasn't like, I was like, yeah, I guess. And then
makes sense to me.
Makes sense to me. And then, so I put it, like, packed it, like, tried to pack it on, like, the clean side or whatever. And then I smoked it and did it, and I smoked, and I was like, oh, I've never done heroin up until this point. But I remember being like, oh, there was something different in there. And I remember someone being like, doesn't it taste like death? Like, doesn't it kind of taste like a corpse? And I had never seen or smelled a corpse, but I was like, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does have like a deadly sort of aftertaste to it. But I felt it a little bit, and I was like, well, might as well just do more. I mean, at that point, it was all on me the whole point in time. And then, it was the first time I did it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I could see why fucking people... I remember I was probably like 15, 16 years old, and I remember doing it and thinking like, I've heard so many stories about people fucking up their lives on this drug, and I completely understand why. It felt really good.
That's how I felt when I was doing Oxy after surgery.
Right. And then after that, I did it like a handful of times, smoked it a handful of times, did like the Percocets or whatever, the Roxy 30s, press pills, whatever the fuck they were.
It's so funny that you were worried about getting demonetized for talking about Palestine, so we're talking about it indirectly.
No, I mean, dude, even the Palestine shit is like, that just gets insta-nuked. I think we're actually way better off talking about this than...
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think it's like...
What a world we live in.
No, it's like complete... Like even... Yeah.
We can talk about doing hard drugs as children, and that's less likely to get demonetized.
Yeah, exactly. Also, not encouraging this behavior. If anything, this is an educational cautionary tale.
Don't be like us.
I mean, I actually did it like a handful of times, and it was totally fine. But that's not normally what happens, from what I've heard.
I mean, we've witnessed firsthand how much it fucks
the person we're
up.
talking about is dead now. So yeah. But then, like, after all that shit happened at the house, I like convinced him to go to rehab. He did. He then left the rehab shortly afterwards, and I went to go visit him where he was living at his grandma's house. And he was like, because he made it, to get into the rehab, he like made a deal with the court where they were going to let him not go to jail if he did like 90 days in the rehab or whatever. But then he broke out of the rehab, which is like which violated that probationary thing or whatever. And I went to go visit him, and in my teenage brain, I was convinced. I was like, dude, you need to turn yourself in, or this is going to get really bad for you. I was like, either you're going to keep running, you're going to keep doing these drugs, you're going to die, or you're going to get caught up and you're going to go to jail for fucking years for this like laundry list of crimes that you've done. And he did what I probably imagined I was just so convincing, I think. And even if I was right or wrong, I mean, I still don't really know. But I think I just kind of triggered something that happened that doesn't usually happen, where just like a drug addict like on the run just like shows up to the police station and turns himself in. And they just made him stay in the Twin Towers in LA for like 6 days, which is like a fucking hardcore prison, dude.
What were the...
That's the one by the train station.
Yeah, that's the one...
that we see when we
It's the one
pull up.
Surfboard went to, right?
Surfboard?
Surfboard?
Why? I mean, I think I know who you're talking about, but why is it Surfboard?
Oh, you didn't know that's his nickname?
No.
He got really drunk at one of my friend's parties. I was at just like so insanely drunk, and he, that
And then
song.
he killed a guy.
No, you know that song that's like surfboard, surfboard. He just like kept saying that over and over. He was just wandering around, like fumbling around, just being like surfboard, surfboard.
And everyone started calling him Surfboard.
Everyone started calling him Surfboard after that.
And then he killed someone.
And then he killed his partner.
Yeah, that was fucked up, dude.
I hooked up with that guy. You knew that,
yeah,
right?
I knew. I remember when I told you, you were like, "Oh my god, it could have been me."
Yeah, this guy, probably an accident.
Well,
It
that's what
sounds
the
like
laws of the land have determined, and it seemed like to me that is what it was. I mean, it was complete. It was criminal negligence.
I hung out with him a lot. Yeah, it seems like he was just on drugs, doing some choke play, and unfortunately killed the partner he was with. And then
trying to have the chillest episode of all time, and this is what we immediately degrade to.
Then
we need structure.
He hid his body in his closet for like three days, and then joined the search efforts.
Yeah. That is like something I say a lot about Santa Clarita is that it's a very safe neighborhood, but all the crimes that do happen are like Stephen King novels.
Yeah.
It's a weird place, man.
Yeah, as well, it's because like all the kids here are like rich and have like neglectful parents, and then we just have all the drugs and horrible shit pouring in from LA.
Yeah, we have like ready access to drugs, a lot of
whatever
private
drug
debt.
you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
A phone call away.
Yeah.
All the kids here are just doing mad drugs.
Yeah, like the heroin and fentanyl overdoses, like the youth, like heroin over. I don't know if it's still like this, but there was many years where our, for the city of our size and for our economic bracket, the heroin overdoses for youth was like through the roof. It was like an enormous. And then my friend Justin did a podcast about this a while back, talking about how the whole rebranding of our Santa Clarita into Awesome Town was like specifically made to be specifically absurd to distract from the horrifying statistics of the heroin overdoses in Santa Clarita.
I think Awesome Town sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. That was also a potential. When I did the first podcast I did that never aired, that's what we called it, was Awesome Town.
That's a pretty fire name.
Yeah. I think if we didn't call it Free Country, we'd probably call it Awesome Town.
Yeah. Damn, should we have called it Awesome Town?
Awesome Town's a pretty fucking good name.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
All right, we're rebranding. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, our shit is so fucking clean too.
Yeah, Free Country with this. This is like the gem
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, I think we owe probably an enormous amount of the fucking views and shit that we've gotten to that symbol. Dude, someone left a comment the other day that I was dying. I texted it to you. They were like, just earnestly, someone was like, does anyone know what this flag is? Like, I don't think it's some bootlicker bullshit, but like, is it like solidarity, like with pigs? Like, I can't find anything about it online.
That's
It's like this. That's what. So if anyone's confused, this is trans cop solidarity flag.
No, it's not.
It's like we support trans rights, but we also stand with law enforcement. In case anyone's confused. Dude, some girl at the bar the other day that I only tangentially know asked me if I was woke or not.
Oh yeah, you said she watched the podcast, right?
No, I don't think so. Or I don't know if she did or not, but she just like, I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just the stuff I post on my page. I think she was confused.
Yo, I was on a virtual date with a girl last night, and I was like telling her about the podcast, and she was like, "Wait, I've seen your shit before. Like, didn't you do a hot sauce episode?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty famous, so like, you want to smash now or what?"
Yeah, 2 beers, drunk off 2 beers. He's like, I'm getting pussy from the podcast.
Yeah, so thank you, Patriots, for helping us get pussy.
Well, this isn't helping me get pussy, and I can never get pussy from the podcast, or they'll fucking come for me, dude.
Oh yeah.
I can't even if I wanted to, which I don't.
Yeah, I'm allowed to because I'm not a cis man.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's okay. I'll just go do it the old-fashioned way. Striking out at my local dive bar every weekend for the rest of my life, probably.
You got this, bro. I
Thanks.
believe in you.
Appreciate you.
Will you find what you had next left on the agenda while I BRB?
Yeah. I think I wanted to talk about Labubu's. Seems like pretty like boring, I guess. But like, do you think they're good or bad? I guess it doesn't really fucking matter. Who cares? Like, some people think it's like, oh my god, it's just capitalist consumption. It's just like, yeah, I mean, duh. But so is fucking, like, almost everything. Pokemon cards and all that bullshit. Which, I mean, is it bad? I guess. But it's, like, it's also, like, feels good to have. Like, have you ever looked at one? Like, they're pretty cool. But they're also, like, $100 for, like, a stupid little fucking doll. But also, like, nobody can afford anything anymore. So when you do, like, have a fucking extra $90, like, maybe you want to just buy something to, like, be like, yeah, I had $90 at one point. And then, you know, that probably puts you above, like, 30% of Americans if you have, like, a disposable $90 at some point in the last couple years. And maybe you just want to fucking flex that. I don't know. What do I care? Like, how is it fucking different than any fucking other designer piece of clothing or whatever, I guess? Like, it's all bullshit at the end of the day. I figured it out about Labubu's. We can move on to the next thing.
You what?
I figured it out about Labubu's.
What'd you figure out?
It's like, how can it be that bad when... And, like, I guess not even how can it be bad, but it's like, who cares... If it's, like, over capitalist consumption when it's, like, that's, like, everything that's happening all the time. Like, how is it any different from buying, like, a fucking expensive-ass T-shirt or anything like that?
There's no ethical consumption.
There's actually no ethical consumption under... No, everything you do is equally bad. There's, like, nothing good or bad you can actually do. You're actually not responsible for any of the personal decisions you make because capitalism.
Because capitalism, bro. Yeah, bro. Literally buying a Lamborghini is the same thing as buying, like, a bottle of water.
Yeah, like, literally spending $1 billion on fucking a number on a fucking whatever is the same as fucking existing.
Yeah, bro.
You support the system.
If you buy a Labubu, you're actually just as bad as Jeff Bezos buying another yacht.
If it's living under the system and is continuing to support it, so actually, like, everything that we do, we are responsible for. And every person is the same in this.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's true. Actually, I don't know.
No, not.
Like, maybe, like, just we are the enemy. We exist with them, and because of that, we're all complicit in the crimes that we commit against the world.
I mean, like, what are we supposed to, like, what, so, like, if we
Yeah,
were
like,
to not participate in capitalism, what am I, should I kill myself? Is that the most ethical solution here?
Or, yeah, it's like, just strap a bomb to your chest and, like, blow up the, like, just do terrorism.
Yeah, I guess I'm a shitty person unless I just like go to the Capitol with a bomb on my vest.
Yeah.
Fuck me for not wanting to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so call me what you will. I'm not gonna do terrorism.
Fuck me for not wanting to like move to Palestine to like.
Yeah, can you even do that if you wanted to? Would they let you in? Probably not.
What's her name? Greta? Is it Greta?
Yeah, they didn't. They deported her immediately.
Yeah.
And that guy Chris Smalls, who I had the pleasure of meeting, by the way.
Who?
The black dude that I think he's still fucking in.
Hold on, I want to get the name right. It's Greta Thunberg, right?
Yeah,
Who we're talking about? Yeah. No, she like tried to go there and like deliver shit, and the IDF was immediately like kidnapped her and the crew, and then they try to be like, see, we're giving them sandwiches. The IDF's great.
Was I an asshole for saying who I had the pleasure of meeting? Is that like, all right, you're good. I'm good. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was very brief. He definitely wouldn't remember me. But he's the Amazon union guy, the black dude who like helped start the first Amazon union, and then he was I guess he was on that fucking boat with Greta. And the IDF I think still has him detained and like beat him up.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I heard there's like a fundraiser coming up.
Does he have a fundraiser?
No, I think from what I heard, because the organization that I met him through, they're called Little Secret. Shout out Little Secret.
You never told me about this.
It was just like an event that they hosted. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just think they're cool. I went to one of their parties once or twice. I think only once. And I saw that they're gonna do a fundraising thing for him. I definitely trust them to put together something good. So once they have that set up, I'll definitely share it on our page.
All right.
Help him out because he's done a lot for our country.